Michelle,
Daniel,
OG
OG
Rose,
Rose,
and well, we recently celebrated
years.
12 years of marriage.
That's right. And
Woohoo!
that's extraordinary on Sunday. And
Yeah.
we're going to have to make this one a short one, maybe just 10 to 20 minutes. But
Hmm.
and we won't be in the comments today, so we apologize for that. We always appreciate everyone who
Yes.
comes. It's
Yes. Thank you so
extraordinary y'all
much.
come every the
Yeah.
people just every Friday that show up. It really means a lot.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
yeah, I saw Michelle the first time, and Paul's with us as well. He will be attempting to eat some pizza there. I saw Michelle the first time in Club Clemens.
Yeah.
She was
That's
sitting
right.
with Reed and Nathan and Marilise doing math. I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah. It's a library,
Yeah, it was a library, wasn't it?
which is so funny. Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. I mean, actually, Daniel had met my twin sister first
Yes.
at another library.
Yeah, sure was.
Remember you guys
Near where you get drinks and what do
like
you
a vending
vending
machine?
machine.
Yeah.
Vending
And
machine.
she was wearing some cool hat from Peru,
Yeah,
and
she was.
you said something about like, "Oh man, I missed the memo. I forgot to bring my hat."
Yeah, I did.
Something
Yeah, I
something
asked her
like that.
about the hot air balloon company that we
Yeah.
had in the 70s, if she remembered that. And so we made sushi in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
That's a
So
thriving business idea. So I
yeah,
remember that.
definitely.
Yeah.
And I remember Mary Lisa just saying, "There's this guy who kind of hangs out at the libraries. You should meet him sometime. He's really funny."
And an oversized coat, so it functions as a blanket as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was oversized.
And your Swiss Army knife of life,
Toothpick.
your
Yeah,
toothpick.
because you
Remember
can
how
use
you
that.
call it that?
Yeah, it's a Swiss Army knife because you're walking by a plate of food, you can grab things. The key is when you have
Open
small
up
reset
packages.
buttons, you can hit
Oh
reset
yeah, the reset
buttons.
button.
That's really good. Oh yeah, you can use toothpick for everything.
I actually just remember that the other day. It randomly came to my mind. Daniel calls it the. I remember him calling it the Swiss Army.
Yeah, Swiss Army knife of life.
It was funny because actually my twin sister was taking this discrete math class. I think she accidentally signed up for this. I'm sure she still did great. She's very smart, but yeah, it wasn't really like her cup of tea. So she had this study group. I think she was like one of two girls in the whole class. There's a lot of guys in the class, and yes, she was going to. Yeah, I was going to meet up with her at the library. She was there with the study group, and then yeah, I just remember it. It's like Daniel just came, walking through, like there was a couple people, and it's like he just emerged from a he like emerged from a book. It was like some character came to life. And we shook hands, and we jumped right into the first time. I remember you just starting to say something about the peacock feathers and the
Hmm.
hot air balloon, and I just thought it was hilarious. I just rolled along with it. And yeah, that was the first time we met.
Yeah, you're a
I do
vision.
remember seeing. Oh, thank you, beloved. So are you.
Complete
So
vision.
are you. I remember seeing you around, and like after having met you, I was like, ah, yes, yes. I think I had seen you at like one of the dining halls, just with this iconic, like the oversized coat, the toothpick, a little bit of oversized Timberland boots, and
Yep.
you're reading some book. Shocking that Daniel was reading a book.
Yeah. Yep.
But it was yeah, it was wonderful to actually meet you.
Yeah.
And
Wonderful to meet you.
I always, yeah, I'd always go and find Daniel.
Right.
We had a
No,
lot of good conversations,
I
and
did.
yeah,
Library where you know a lot.
yeah,
You come by there.
hmm yeah. It's pretty incredible to weave your lives together and to become one flesh, and then it's like you've almost always been
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
with each other
There's
in a
some
sense.
always
Yeah,
alreadiness.
there is something to it with marriage like that,
Yeah.
and how it. And I was thinking the other day about just your forefathers and foremothers, and how we're here because of them,
Yeah. That's why
and
I keep
and
talking.
our children are here because of them, and it's incredible. It's an incredible thing, and everybody, yeah, everybody is related to marriage in one way or another, even if you aren't yourself married, because everybody is touched by marriage in one degree or another.
Yeah, that's why it's like central for us in our work.
Yeah,
We philosophize your life.
yeah.
And
Like we think about, why does philosophy matter to marriage?
yeah, because if it doesn't matter to that, it doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter. Yeah,
And I think basically marriage is where that's ground zero for spiritual warfare. I
eat your
think
bucket.
it's where all the dynamics can get unleashed that destroy you. And
Baba.
that's a major issue. And so it's like
Excuse
ground
me.
zero. What 12 years. So what are some thoughts on marriage?
Wow.
We were talking before, just that kind of kind of major principles of, when we started, because we met in 2008.
Yeah.
Um,
And we
and
got married in 2014.
2014. Yeah, what you judge is what you become, and
Mhm.
what you fear is what comes unto you.
Mhm.
And that's always, for me, almost kind of just been like a law of the universe and the cosmos. And I think basically a law of spiritual warfare. And I think you do see how
Mhm.
true that is
Yeah.
just with
Well,
time.
we'd
It
have
doesn't
those
change.
dinners at Unoya.
Yeah, we had dinners. A lot of people. Those are important. We then every Thursday had the dinners before the open mics too. Those were important. Those open mics were really important. Because he has something dangerous. I know. He has something dangerous. Yep. I
You want me to hold you as you hold that?
oh.
He's like, you hold me while I hold the
The
large
thing.
stick thing, and
I'll be happy. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be who I am without you. And then the horror is you wouldn't even know what you were missing.
exactly. And I think too. I mean, I don't know. I want to argue. It's obviously there are, like we talk about it. There are these really key moments in life that you make an important decision or you say an important thing, and I mean, it's definitely one of the. It is, in terms of my own choices, it is the best choice I've ever made, and I think that we have to understand the power and the freedom in your choice and how much it will develop you as a human being. And I think marriage was meant for that. I think it was always meant to be a part of your becoming, not just a part, but the catalyst for your becoming. And that's the kind of the concept of sanctification in marriage, right? It's a sacrament.
All the things on the shelf.
Yeah. Ooh, a flute.
Said sanctification.
Yeah, that I think if people could think about marriage in terms of it being the and of course I know not everybody will get married and everybody will be given their own absolute choice in a sense.
Whatever life you choose is fine as long as it demands sacrifice of you and
Mhm.
sets a limit on you. It's not
Yeah.
that being married is better than being single. The problem is being single to keep choice open. Versus saying Christianity, if you're single and going to you're not going to have sex, for example. Like,
Yeah.
why is that? Because it puts a demand on you.
Yes.
It's not being single to keep choice open. That's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
So much of life is about making a choice that you give yourself over to.
Yes.
And then everything will come in life, everything will attack you to make you give up that choice or to surrender it or to question it. Like, because evil doesn't have substance. And so the way evil works is by making you question something with substance. That's that weird way where evil doesn't exist, but it does exist. It's a privation. It's by making you question what is real. And you, as real, can destroy what is real. And it's just so much of life. Um, so much of life is giving yourself over to a choice that you fight for, that you take a stand in.
Yeah, and that will and a choice that will transform you that you've given your whole self to forever.
Well,
And this and it will be in for this life and for whatever is to come.
well, there are transformations that are impossible for the subject other than in the context of a choice that you stand in and stand for. There are forms of transformation that occur thanks to an opening of choice and doing new things. And I think it's important to go through that. But then, like the return to common life in Hume, you have to return to a choice and embed yourself in it, an absolute choice. And then, of course, everyone can question it. And basically, we don't make choices because we're repressed and limited. And therefore, we end up as nothing because the only limitless pain is nothingness. And so, like, marriage is the context where you will find out if you can handle and are worthy of freedom. If you can actually handle freedom, because freedom isn't limited. You know, it's
It is
in
in the
limit.
limit. Yeah.
Yeah, beauty
Yeah.
limits you, and Jockin's can, you know, he's got his great class coming up at Parallax.
Yes.
Highly suggest, but it takes a lifetime of work
Yeah.
to be free. I think in marriage you do realize you weren't free. There's a certain way you
Hmm.
realize you weren't free.
Hmm.
You were just kind of groundless.
Hmm.
You were just kind of moving. You were changing, but you weren't really free.
Hmm.
Freedom happens when a demand is put on you that you rise to its occasion.
Yeah.
And if no demand is ever put on you that you rise to its
Needs
occasion,
you to take this.
oh yeah, you want that? Yeah. If there's nothing like if your freedom doesn't follow from a demand you can handle, then your freedom is contingent.
Mhm.
It
Right.
only lasts until there's a demand on you, and then it's over. So there's something about you don't have freedom until you give yourself over to something. Like you have to give yourself over to something, or it is not happening.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people may get this confused because they think, well, but that feels so. I mean, for lack of a better word, oh well, then you don't. It closes off those other possibilities.
Yeah.
And
Because we think freedom is choice, when
yeah,
actually choice is not freedom.
no,
It can be avoidance.
right. And what we don't
Except choice of a limit ultimately.
right, and actually, it becomes like a complete perversion,
Yeah, it will.
and it can become a hell.
Yes. Yeah. Hmm.
That's what your freedom will become.
Yeah, hell is limitless freedom.
Yeah, and so it's when you actually make the choice where you find your freedom in that choice. It is exquisite. I mean, it's just there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it, and the love and the life that comes forth from that, and that's what I think marriage shows that in its even in its just the physicality of two becoming one and multiplying, having seeing children and new life come forth. I mean, that's all a part of that picture of more of what life is. If we want freedom that is at the expense of life, I don't know what that's not a freedom I want. I want a freedom that is for life and in life and actually real.
But I think we hate that kind of freedom because something has to be over you and demand something of you. And so that's why also I think people I mean we do exist in a world where basically people just can't believe you can be happy in marriage. Like they don't
Well,
believe you can be happy.
and unfortunately, a lot of people
Aren't
and they see examples of people getting
yeah, yeah,
parents
yeah.
getting divorced
Yeah.
or this and that those are very unfortunate realities that people experience and I think that it's you either just say, well, that just must mean marriage can't happen, can't
Right.
really happen. Um, yeah, I mean, I do think that there's a lot of being able to just when you have been so scarred by that, then it's hard to believe it could be something truly beautiful, truly,
Yeah, but beauty
truly
judges as
beautiful.
well. I mean, joy
Yeah.
judges, beauty judges. And so we don't want to be there's something in us that does not want to be in the presence of joy. And so we maintain choice in this kind of plausible deniability that we're always about to have joy. But really, we don't ever want to encounter it because it judges us. It
Mhm.
judges us in the sense of, can you handle this? Have you faced, like, joy destroys you if you don't meet its conditions. And
Mhm.
I think basically, now there is something to be said that people have gotten married not realizing that that is to submit yourself under the judgment of joy
Hmm. Hmm.
and thus it's destroyed them or they haven't been ready for it and the
Yeah.
church has not focused on training this because it's not philosophized its life. I mean, because marriage for me is all about these dynamics. Like the church talks so much about temptations, which of course are a problem. It's not really about it is and it isn't.
Yeah.
It is about these dynamics, these game theory problems, these enclosures you're not paying attention to,
Energies. Yeah.
energies, this feeling that you're doing everything and nobody appreciates you, and you start to go inward, people
Yeah.
putting thoughts in your head.
Exactly.
Like all of this is trying to make you destroy your own absolute choice.
Exactly.
And the church doesn't teach on this, the schools don't teach on this. And if anything, hopefully, what AI will do is make people like hopefully AI in taking care of so many technical educational problems, more of education will go in this direction of dynamics and relationships and things like that, which I do think we can associate more with like the Nordic Bildung. I know he wants the water. He wants water.
Oh,
Over here,
he loves the
more with
water.
he loves dad's bottle of water. There's nothing like dad's bottle of water. And yeah, hopefully education will go more in the direction of training these things. I do think this whole social coordination mechanism what Cadell has called the para-academic network forming is kind of a subconscious hunger for this learning to
Mhm.
handle dynamics, to be able
Mhm.
to make absolute choice and stand in it.
Yeah.
And I really do think, I mean, we were talking before we record, and I know we don't have much time. So much is also women getting involved, because women also involved in the philosophizing your life then helps the entire marriage
Yes.
philosophize. And I think really so much of our fate depends on that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, and I think that we also have to realize our own capacity, like we were talking about with language. What we do in our own minds, in our own hearts, the work that we do in our own language, it has ripple effects.
Oh yeah.
And so it has ripple effects on your marriage, it has ripple effects on your community, it has ripple effects. So, be wise, be wise and thoughtful about your words. And
Without philosophy, you're going to be captured with an idea of the good or the right, and so you're going to think you're thoughtful because you know the truth, and then that you're so much in life. And I this definitely gets marriages where someone's like, I see clearly, and the other spouse doesn't, or I know I'm right. Like you hear that, but they don't. But they're not always taught. How do people end up in that hermeneutic?
exactly.
What is the dynamic that gets them there?
Mhm.
And you're going to end up there without even knowing how you got there,
Exactly.
without kind of diligent attention. But I it almost broke. Um no, meeting you 12 years ago, well, 2028, being married for 12 years is the best thing that ever happened.
Well, thank you, beloved. It is.
He agrees.
Yeah.
He's
No,
like, it
it's
was
like,
the
yeah.
best thing that ever happened.
Well, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. And to be to be to be married to you is the greatest gift.
Greatest gift to be married to you.
And I love the life that we are creating, and that
Yeah.
we have, and that we've been weaving together over the years.
Same here. Years fly. It's extraordinary.
It is extraordinary. And I love our children. I love the work that we do here, and the beautiful people we've met.
Yep.
It's such a gift. And I do think that I could see that.
He loves pouring it out.
It's like, let's dump the water out. Yeah, just like I was saying about how you treat people with so much dignity. And then I'm grateful to have been a recipient of that, and then also see it in you and desire to want to be more like that, and to be able to grow in that with one another. That is my choice, and I love it.
Well, my choice is your vision. My choice is to be in the presence of that vision. I would not be who I am without you, and that's my choice. Life is worth fighting for.
Yes, it is.
It is worth fighting for.
Yes, it is.
For more about OG Rose, please visit ogrose.com for more. Next time.
Thank you.